Hey, and welcome to another episode of Formula Random. As you may have guessed, we're technically not live. This is pre-recorded, but just because there's a whole bunch of stuff happening around the holidays, so I thought I'll pre-record this so it's at least ready to go out at the end of the year and all that. But I've got a great panel of people who are willing to do a match just based on 2019. I've got
What happened there? It lagged quite a bit, so it just looked like you forgot all of our names. And you're like, who the fuck are these people? Yeah, I'm doing good. It's a very, very nice, warm August afternoon. I mean, sorry, it's December. It is December. We are not pre-recording this month in advance.
And also here we've got Nick. Nick, how's it going?
It's going well. I'm pretty sure all the most exciting things of 2019 will happen from December 17th to the new year. But that's not important. I'm excited to be here. As always, I am ready, but not entirely able. So let's find out.
And also here, this is his first Formula Random match, is Brannon. Brannon, how's it going?
It's going good, guys. Happy to be here. As Malcolm said, it's my first Formula Random match. Not sure what to expect, but it should be fun. I'm excited.
The unexpected. If you always expect that, you never get surprised.
That is so true. But how the match works is there's 30 questions in the main round, and then after that there's a 3-minute speed round in which we go through the remaining questions, and you can win a point, lose a point in that last lot, but don't need to worry about that too just yet. We'll get into starting with the main round, and the first question is
Dance's cat.
But the first question in this match is: in what New Zealand city did a terrible terrorist attack take place when someone attacked 2 mosques this year?
Okay. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Terrorism happens.
I'm going to be terrible.
Dang.
I mean, this is my event for many people asking American geography questions.
I was going to say, is there going to be just a lot of New Zealand questions? What happened in New Zealand in 2019?
I
remember this happening.
Tony.
Is it Auckland?
Nick.
Auckland.
Brannon.
I didn't have it, guys. Dang. All right.
That was Christchurch.
Oh, fuck.
It wasn't Auckland?
It wasn't Auckland.
There are other cities in New Zealand.
It was not Auckland.
But the next question is: Who was the coach of the Wallabies that retired after Australia lost at the Rugby World Cup?
Oh, God, I don't pay enough attention to New Zealand rugby.
Wallabies is Australian.
I know, Australian rugby. It's 11 p.m. at night, okay. I'm just... I know this is wrong, but at least I'm going to get an actual rugby manager.
About 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nick.
Matt Damon.
Brannon.
Just because he can do anything, he's Jackman.
Okay.
Tony.
Eddie Jones.
It's not. It's Michael Cheika.
And even would never pull it in a million years.
The next question is: the new Xbox console was revealed this year. What was the code name that was used for it?
Oh, jeez.
So bad at this.
I mean, I did say it was everything 2019.
My accuracy rate is going to plummet.
My accuracy rate is going to probably say the same about 4.
Oh, man.
So just confirm, is this the new console or like an upgrade of the Xbox?
The new console.
Okay. It's not that weird pyramid. Not. I don't know if this is true. It's like the tower now of the Xbox One.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I
Dude, there's
I'm
like 5 different Xbox Ones.
I'm a PlayStation guy. I don't really pay attention to what Xbox. To Brannon.
Dude, I don't remember the code name. I just remember it's called the Xbox Sapphire.
Tony.
Xbox 2.
Nick.
I had a GameCube once. Xbox, I multiplied the 360 by 4, so Xbox 1440.
1440.
The code name was Project Scarlet.
Of course.
It's actually called Sapphire, though, right?
I will have to double check. I'll double check once we finish recording. But
I was curious.
yeah. The next question is, what is the name of the 22nd president of France, which died in September 26th this year?
Oh, jeez. Mm.
It has to be this guy, because the other guy that you could ask about isn't dead yet.
I agree. That's what I'm thinking as well.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tony.
Paris Airport, Charles de Gaulle.
Nick.
Pretty sure this guy lived in like the 1700s. Rene Montesquieu.
Brannon.
I got nothing, guys.
It was Jacques Chirac.
Jack Shellac. Okay.
Cool name. Rest in peace.
The next question is, what country music star won the Grammy for her album Golden Hour?
So I like country music, but I don't watch the Grammys.
I wish to thank the Google search that Malcolm did for 2019
Yeah,
to find all these questions. I mean, just gone on Wikipedia and just open the 2019 page. It's just like, I'll take that, take that, take that.
I feel like that's what this is right now.
I mean, basically,
the next answer is going to be citation needed.
About 5.
Can you repeat the question just so I can think of a...
What country music star won the Grammy for her album Golden Hour? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nick.
She's so hot right now. Casey Musgraves?
Brannon.
I put Carrie Underwood.
Tony.
Tim McGraw in a wig.
Nick is the first one on the board.
Yeah! Hey, way to go, buddy.
The worst thing I've ever seen.
The next question
Way to go, bud.
What country won the 2019 Rugby World Cup?
Thought we don't talk about this.
But 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and Brannon.
I put New Zealand.
Tony.
South Africa.
Nick.
South Africa.
That South Africa is correct.
Dang.
At least it wasn't New Zealand. Because how many times has England beat New Zealand in the last year in any sport, Malcolm? Is that next question?
No.
As long as it takes place in 2019, it's fair game.
Which long-running TV show produced by Chuck Lorre ended in May 16?
Stop, Tony. You're right.
Hey, I actually know this one.
Hey.
It was a heartwarming finale.
It really was.
Yeah. For that show,
Yeah.
it was going to be very difficult to actually stick the landing of a finale, but they did it really well.
Give me more hints.
I agree.
Ed finally finding who the mother was impeccable. And Doogie Howser.
But 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brannon.
One of my personal favorite shows, The Big Bang Theory. Wait, which
Tony.
way, Miss Camera? Here, that way?
This is my father's favorite show of all time, The Big Bang Theory.
And Nick.
They took Friends off Netflix.
Well, that was going to be the next question. I'll have to change that.
What show did they take off Netflix?
I mean, there's so many you could probably do.
I was about to say.
I mean, it's back on Netflix now, but
Yeah.
Everyone got
No, I think it comes off next year with that new Peacock or something.
okay.
Yeah. What movie won Best Animated Movie at the Oscars?
Wait, right? We're in December, right? Yeah. Okay.
But 5,
Can't remember
4,
if this was.
3, 2, and
Give me
1.
one more second.
Tony.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Nick.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Brannon.
I got my years mixed up, but go.
But Tony and Nick are still tied for first place.
Right.
The next question is...
I just stop 1 second. I just need to actually get something to wipe my board with. Otherwise, I'm going to end up looking like the fucking Hulk.
Use your hat.
No, I like this hat.
Use your hands.
Use that curtain behind you.
So, okay, Malcolm, I know I only have one
Stop.
question, right? But how many do they have?
3.
They have 3. Okay. I'm not doing that bad then.
But next question is, and this is a fun one I decided to throw in here because this happened this year and it's relating to the fan leagues. Caleb Coho was in the news this year. What controversial announcement did he make on Multiplex on September the 3rd?
Oh,
I mean, I think.
this is unfair because I get all the announcements a couple of weeks beforehand.
Yes, that's so unfair that you get the announcement. We don't even get the announcement.
I mean, he still made the announcement, but 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brannon.
The only thing I could think was that the match. I mean, that's probably
Tony.
not specific.
Yeah. Bannon got a fellowship.
And Nick.
The band of the fellowship.
That is correct. Everyone gets a point.
Whoa.
Right. You know, that's such a dodgy faction to be joining, especially since Coho used to about anyone that joins that faction in the near future is a fool and a miscreant. A fool, I say.
The next question is, what movie won Best Picture at the Oscars?
Fuck. Oh.
Wait, what's that? It's December. So when I think December right now, timelines are all messed up in my head right now.
I did a tour off the Dolby Theatre when I was over in the States. It's so interesting.
But 5.
They let you go. Oh, we lost Brannon.
See if he comes back, because I don't know if he heard the question.
Tony, what do you got?
I got an answer. What have you got?
I also have an answer.
I'll give you. I have not got a clue what I got.
I will put my marker down. Oh, okay. I also have that.
Ah, interesting.
I just can't. For some reason, I can't remember the past year.
Yeah, whilst we're waiting. All right. All right, I'm gonna ask Malcolm a random question from this book. If you had to have a threesome with two of the three kings, which one of the Magi would be left out for fun times and why? So gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Which one of the three you're leaving out?
Is there a right answer to this, or like?
No, it's this podcast called Richard Herring's Let's Square Theatre podcast. And this is like, if he's a shit interviewer, so if he runs out of questions, he just goes to like 1,000 of these questions.
Sorry, guys. My face just decided to go haywire. But I'm good now.
It's all good. Did you hear the question?
No, I didn't. I got the Caleb Coe question was the last one I got.
Okay. Tony and Nick have got the answer written down, but the question was, what movie won Best Picture at the Oscars?
Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh God.
But okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nick.
Is it Green Book?
Brannon.
Green Book.
And Tony.
Answer's La La Land. No, wait, it's not. Oh, wait, it's Green Book. It's even a Mahershala Ali film.
The next question is, on April the 15th, which Paris cathedral caught on fire?
Malcolm, name another French cathedral apart from this one.
Yeah, literally.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Name one.
I mean, if someone names another one, then
If I can name another one, can I get a point? Extra point?
no.
No.
Brannon.
The Notre Dame Cathedral.
Tony.
Quasimodo was sad. Notre Dame.
Nick.
Write it down.
That is correct. Rumor has it no one has seen Quasimodo since.
Oh.
Next question is, known for her voice roles as Minnie Mouse and Martin Prince, what well-known voice actress passed away this year?
Oh, God. I'm just trying to think of people from Simpsons. So, Malcolm, what was the best thing that happened to you this year?
A lot of things, but 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Nick.
I said Minnie the Mouse Driver.
Brannon.
Not a clue.
Tony.
Tress McNeil?
No, it was Russie Taylor.
There's a poster for Goodwill Hunting in front of me.
The next question is, Martin Scorsese had a lot of geeks and nerds angry at him for criticizing what kind of movies? Oh, there's 2 answers I will accept for this.
French New Wave. He said that it was appalling how the genre really came in the 21st century. Like, he's not a fan of Lewis One Was Colored, that kind of movie, and more. Wasn't his bag.
4, 3, 2, and 1. Tony.
I missed Martin Scorsese after he went to a meeting with Bob Iger and never returned. Comic book / MCU.
Nick.
Marvel comic book.
Brannon.
Comic book films.
That is correct. The next question is, what country won the Eurovision Song Contest this year?
The what?
The Eurovision Song Contest.
God damn it! It was held.
Name a country. Got it.
It was held there. Was it Hot Guy? Was it Weird Girl? It wasn't them. It wasn't the Chicken Girl because she was like the year before. It's not Australia.
No,
No, Australia do actually compete in Eurovision.
4,
Huh.
3, 2, and 1. Nick.
Norway.
Brannon.
I put France.
Tony.
I think it's right. Sweden.
No, it is the home of one Case Cornelise, Netherlands.
Oh God, it was that trash song that snuck in.
The next question is, what musical TV series starring Rachel Bloom ended on April the 5th this year?
I don't watch TV, man. Musical TV series.
I think it's this show.
About 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brannon.
And that name sounds so familiar, but I could not pull it, man. I'm going to be kicking myself now because I probably know it.
Tony.
My crazy ex-girlfriend.
Nick.
Scrubs.
Tony pulls out into the lead.
Nice.
The next question is, what was the first country in Asia to legalize same-sex marriage?
I'm assuming that happened this year.
Yeah.
Are we classing Asia? Because when you say Asia, are we talking about Middle East Asia? Are we talking about Asia? Are we talking about Southeast Asia? Like, because
Well,
when
I'm talking about Asia and
because
Asia.
all right,
Yeah.
'cause I think there might be two answers because I think there was another one that answered it as more the Muslim state area, but I'm not sure.
But 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nick.
South Korea.
Brannon.
I put just because the population is so big, I put China.
Tony.
Thailand?
Tony was close, but it was Taiwan.
Oh,
Oh,
also,
dang.
I believe Jordan may have done it, depending on how we're classing Asia.
I mean, if that's happened, it depends on when it came as well. Because it may have, if it happened sort of after.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Like, Asia is a very difficult country.
I mean,
continent to nail down.
I mean, no one guessed Jordan, so it doesn't there really need to be a challenge on it. But the next question is, who became the first foreign leader to meet the Japanese Emperor Naruhito?
I can't wait for the movie to be made about the resignation of the former emperor of Japan.
And
Because
one.
that shit was depressing.
Tony.
Wasn't it Donald Trump?
Nick.
Kim Jong-un.
Brannon.
I got nothing.
Donald Trump is correct.
You said
Dude,
foreign leader.
That was my gut right there. I could have went with it. Dang.
Threw me off.
Well, I mean,
It's
Yeah,
both of you, I
All
understand.
right. Can anyone else hear crackling, or am I going
Yeah,
I
crazy?
can hear crackling.
Yeah, I'm here, Craftsman.
Me. I think it might be Nick. Yeah, it's Nick. Oh, there we go. Looks like it's gone.
Yeah, it's Brannon. So what I'll do is
Oh, is it
yeah.
Brannon? All right.
Is that better?
That's better.
Sweet.
I can feel your crackling. Okay.
But yeah. The next question is, Australia's ban on what came into effect on October the 25th?
Putting out forest fires.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nick.
Guns.
Brannon.
I put marijuana.
Tony.
Vaping?
It was climbing ears rock.
Ah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. I the crackling's back. So what I'll do, Brannon, is I'll mute you. I'll unmute you when you need to answer.
That's fine.
Just to be very stupid for a second, Ayers Rock is the big red rock, right?
Yes.
Right. Damn it! I had a holiday planned and everything.
The next question is: Prince Harry and Meghan Markle celebrated the birth of their baby this year. What did they name it?
God damn it! Literally 2 hours ago, I was watching a show about Kate and William. Oh fuck!
But 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tony,
It's not Arthur, is it?
Nick,
Rival Kim and Kanye. It's Princess Southeast.
and Brannon.
Man, I really need to watch more news. I don't know what I was doing volunteer for this. I put Rose.
No, it was Archie.
Check it because it might. I think it is technically Arthur, but they call him Archie because I think there was definitely a fact that it was Arthur, because it's a royal name. I'm 90% sure that Archie's like the nickname that they give him.
I'm double checking that now.
No, I'm a fucking moron. It's Archie Harrison, Montalban Windsor.
Yeah.
I was just about to say that was the first article that came up.
Fuck a duck. I even had Archie in my head and went, no, that's too common.
But
No,
he's,
he's 7th in line to the British throne. I'm
But the
184,392.
But the next question is, and this one I need both names. What Riverdale actor and which famous wrestler died on the same day on March the 4th?
Let's see. 'Cause I know so many Riverdale actors and wrestlers.
I know. Oh god. Who the fuck did I do wrestling this year?
But 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'll start with Nick.
So I have Triple H as the wrestler and Hulk Hogan as the Riverdale actor.
Brannon.
He's still muted.
Yeah. He had Luke Wilson, but which is wrong. Tony.
So wrestling connection with the Riverdale actor. His son is now a professional wrestler called Jungle Boy, Luke Perry. And was it Mean Gene Oakland?
No, it was Luke Perry and King Kong Bundy.
Perry. You knew that.
Oakland died this year, right?
I will once again. There will be something I'll check after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god, I remember now because Bundy did that weird video. Like they released it the day after his death, and he was like he did his own eulogy for an hour and a half. It's the saddest thing you can watch.
But the next question is, who was going to be the host of the Oscars this year until he backed out of the job, making the Oscars go hostless?
I saw this person about this time last week, in fact. Repeat.
But yeah, I will repeat. Who was going to be the host of the Oscars this year until he backed out of the job, making the Oscars go hostless? But 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tony,
Kevin Hart.
Nick,
Kevin Hart.
and Brannon. And remember, you're muted. Everyone got it.
No, he put MPH.
Because Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I thought I saw Hart on there, but yeah.
No, you saw H.
But
Fun fact: never go and line up for those. Grammar Theatre when they do the hands and feet.
No.
Never waste your time because you're stuck there for 3 hours if you get in.
Ah.
And in the midday sun as well, I was absolutely boiling like a bitch.
But the next question is, Disney acquired what company this year? Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brannon.
Question.
Tony.
It was Fox, excluding the news channel, the broadcast channel, and the sports channels.
Nick.
20th Century Fox.
That is correct. And the next question is, why was Felicity Huffman and Lori Loughlin in the news this year?
How explicit do you want this to be?
I mean, I will be lenient on the wording as long as it's got the keywords in there.
And what are the keywords?
But 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pins down. Nick.
The college admissions scandal.
Brannon.
Stealing.
Tony.
Thanking the kids' uni resumes by picking them up in it.
What was that again, Tony?
Faking their kids' uni resumes by bigging them up in it, so they put fake shit in their college applications.
Yeah, well,
I use British terminology. They fake stuff
really
like
fake
they
the
were.
resumes. They
it was
fake
more
stuff
they
put stuff like they were rowers and they never touched a rowing boat in their life, stuff like that. So they fake stuff and put it into the resume.
Yeah, I mean, it was more the fact they were just bribing the things that they were bribing the colleges to get them into a good college. That unfortunately I can't give you that point.
I'm going to shut you when you sleep.
But the next question is, who became the third millionaire in Jeopardy's history this year?
Oh, crap. What's his name?
Oh, God, I actually was Jeopardy because of him.
You're muted, Brannon. I couldn't quite catch what you were saying. You want to repeat? Who became the third millionaire in Jeopardy's history? Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brannon, I'm going to start with you. Question mark. Tony.
Las Vegas sports gambler who spoiled his exit on the Pat McAfee show.
Nick.
James Holzhauer?
That's correct.
All right, good stuff.
He's in that Greatest of All Time show, isn't he now? Against the guy that beat the Machine and Ken Jennings.
I believe so, yeah. The next question is, SpongeBob SquarePants celebrated what birthday this year?
What?
Okay, so I'm nearly 40, so I thought you were going to ask about Sweet Victory. Sweet Victory. Why am I trying to sing with Tuig? He's already a much better singer than I could ever be.
But 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tony,
20th?
Nick,
I guess 20th.
Brannon.
Should we try unmuting Brannon and see if the click's gone? Yeah, 20th.
I've, yeah. The correct answer is the 20th. Yeah, I've tried unmuting Brannon, but he must have muted himself on his end, so I can't unmute him now.
Brannon, mute yourself. Talk.
But yeah, the next.
He's now a mime. He's a big mime. Brannon doesn't know. All right.
But the next question is: Selena Gomez got her first ever Billboard #1 single this year. What was the name of the song?
I'm just such a big Selena Gomez fan. There's so many songs to choose from.
The theme from Wizard of Waverly Place. Oh, it's not.
But 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And gonna start with Nick.
Bieber sucked.
Brannon.
Only you.
That is not. Tony.
Wasn't it a cover of My Favorite Things?
No, the song was called Lose You to Love Me.
Oh, yes. Oh, I have that as my ringtone for when I wake up in the morning. That's my alarm. Damn it.
The next question is: the director of the movie Finding Jack sparked controversy this year. What did he want to do?
Finding what?
Jack. Finding Jack.
Oh, never heard of it.
You have.
I mean, you've heard of what he wanted to do, I'm sure.
How scripted do you need this to be? Because I can't remember the major part.
I mean, I'll see what you've got, and then I'll decide if I accept it. But 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pins down. I'm going to start with Tony.
Use CGI dead actor for the main role, in brackets James Dean, or was it Steve McQueen?
Nick.
James Dean. I said cast someone not named Jack for non-political correctness.
I'm Brannon. CGI James Dean is correct.
I didn't know that was the movie.
But the next question is: what team won the Super Bowl this year?
Crap. Shoot.
All right, which person on Facebook was bragging and shouting a lot?
Yeah,
It wasn't.
literally, that's what I'm trying to-
It wasn't Wazza Cruz. It might be him.
But 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. I'm going to start with Nick.
I said the Patriots because if it is the Patriots and I'm wrong, I'm going to get a lot of crap. But
Brannon. Tony.
Patriots.
Everyone gets the point.
come on. I knew that. People who still.
Yeah, Mark Maya, we knew that. We 100% knew that. Please don't bite us.
The next question is: what Christmas song did John Legend and Kelly Clarkson update this year?
Oh. What's the greatest Christmas song of all time, Malcolm?
I really love White Christmas.
Of course you do, you racist.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brannon. It was not Last Christmas. Tony.
I really can't stay. But
Nick.
Baby,
That is correct. The next question is, and this is the last question of the main round. Who did the writer of Harriet controversially reveal that they wanted to play Harriet Tubman when the project was originally proposed back in the 90s?
Oh crap!
damn it. Man's for Scarlett Johansson playing any character that isn't white. It doesn't work
You want
here.
to repeat?
Yeah.
I think he's asking to be
Yeah.
repeated. Yep. But yeah. Who did the writer of Harriet reveal that they wanted to play Harriet Tubman when the project was originally proposed back in the 90s?
But Nick, what's your favorite Christmas song?
Mine?
Yeah.
I love "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas," but no vocals, just lead tenor sax.
That works.
But 5.
I always had a thing for Fairy Tale New York.
2,
A, because it's so beautifully dark, and also you scumbag, you maggot, you sheep lads, you faggot. Happy Christmas, may I ask, and pray God it's our last.
Nick.
Julia Roberts.
Brannon. Tony.
Julia Roberts.
Wait,
That is correct.
Wait, what?
It was.
Yeah.
Apparently, they had no idea who Harriet Tubman was, and they thought, "Oh, yeah, we'll just cast Julia Roberts. No one knows who she is."
Okay, cool. I mean, not cool, but I got it right. That's cool.
All right, now we get into the fun part, which, and I'll set the time, get the timer ready, and we go into the round. And every time they get a question right, they gain a point. They get it wrong, they lose a point. And the scores going into this, we've got Tony in the lead with 16 points. Nick is second with 15 points, and Brannon is on 7 points. So this is going to get really interesting. I'm going to put 3 minutes on the clock. And the first question is, what happened for the first time ever in World Series history this year? But 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brannon.
Two-inning game.
Tony.
I use cricket terminology. Super over on last game.
Nick.
I said the last 4 games of 7 were won, but the Red Sox did that in 2004, so that's not right.
The correct answer was the away team won all 7 games.
I knew that.
So everyone is going to lose a point.
Let's go sports.
The next question is, the United Nations proclaimed 2019 as the year of what?
Is this like one of those things where it's like June 15th, it's National Pork Pie Day?
Something similar to that.
Is it pork pies?
No, that's not the answer. You didn't give it away. But 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nick.
It's year of Greta Thunberg.
Brannon.
Question.
No. Tony.
Women?
No, they proclaimed it the year of the periodic table of chemical elements.
Good for them. Go, you're doing so much important work, you know. The nations appreciate it.
Now, the next question is, what country won the 2019 Cricket World Cup?
Man, I don't know. Damn it.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brannon. Tony.
Can I just point and laugh at you because of
Was it England?
it was England.
No.
We beat
No.
New Zealand in the Super Over final. We did. It was the entire game finished the exact same score. It was like 240 odds.
Speed
We
round.
both scored it.
Speed round.
All right. I was trying to get.
Not
It came
to
down
give
to
it
most.
away by saying that what I was about to say is I try not to give it away by saying if you'd listened to Tony throughout this match,
Yeah,
when I mentioned the he did let it slip. He did mention it at least once. But the next question is because the time stopped, but I'll ask the last two because fuck it. The annual
Christmas.
Arrowverse crossover took on what famous DC comic arc?
Sorry, say it again. I spoke over you because I'm in twat. I apologize.
It's all right. The annual Arrowverse crossover took on what famous DC comic arc or storyline, depending on what you want to call it. 5.
Why do I
4,
not pay attention to
3,
Nico?
2, 1. Tony.
Crisis of Infinite Earths.
Nick.
Yeah, same.
Brannon.
Infinite.
I'm actually going to give that to Brannon.
Fair.
It wasn't quite right, but he knew what he was talking about, and apparently Tony was secretly listening to Nico as.
Plus, he summed up 2019 Infinite Crisis.
And the final question is.
We got another question.
Yeah, but I thought, well, fuck it, I'm going to ask this last question anyway. The world went crazy when this character was shown on Disney Plus. I'm sorry, Tony.
Yep, thanks for rubbing it in. Actually, I did get it when I was over in the States. I spent an hour frigging out in my hotel.
But 5, 4, 3.
Of course, the answer is Chef Goldblum.
1. Brannon. Tony.
Go to me last. I'm going to try and drop
Nick.
him.
God's gift to this earth, even though he's not really Yoda, baby Yoda.
And Tony.
Baby Yoda. There he is. I'm not an artist.
But everyone gets the point on those last two questions. But which means the winner of the 2019 Formula Random is Tony Hield. Tony actually won something this year.
Hey, I beat you, bitch.
He won something on his own this year.
Oh.
But he won with 17 points. Nick came second on 19 points, and Brannon was last on 8 points. But he did his best. He didn't know what was going to happen. But Nick, how do you feel about the match today? I
feel good. I did much better than I thought I was going to do. I was alive in the 2019s, so I was there. I knew I was there when all that stuff happened. Didn't know half of it. I'm going to pay more attention in 2020.
But yeah, I think I might have you down for the 2010s decade one, maybe.
Cool. I think you might.
Yeah, I think you put your name down for it when I announced it. But Tony, how did you feel about winning this match?
Yeah, I feel good. Like both players are much better than me in movie trivia to actually beat them in something. The fact that I spent when I'm on the train just reading BBC News, that also am section actually helps me out in something, which is great.
Yeah, Tony, is there any other Formula randoms you want to throw out there as a challenge?
Yeah, I want to do the Malcolm Lay challenge. I just want to do questions about you. Like, what's your date of birth? What's your mother's name? What's your father's name? I want that.
That'd be real fun.
Like, what's your favorite
mean-
color? What's your dog's called? What was the first crush you had? I want that. Give me that for 2020.
Honestly, that sounds sure.
Yeah, I will see. I may not.
We won't
That may
see.
not. That
Will
might not
that
happen. Nick, is there any random matches you want to throw out there?
Throw out as of right now. Practical
I mean,
is always on the table.
yeah, I know I've got you down for a few. So
Yeah, no, I'll be here to play. I'll throw out some in the next couple of matches.
yeah. And Brannon, I don't know if you can unmute yourself or if something happened, but is there anything you want to throw out there if you can?
He's saying he would like to play in the Malcolm Lay challenge as well.
He did.
Yeah, unfortunately, Brandon, his favorite Christmas song must be Silent Night or something, but we lost his audio at some stage. We can't get it back. I can't unmute him, but anyway, unfortunately, I can't get Brandon to his plugs. But Nick, where can people find you online?
You can find me on Facebook, Nicholas Tui. You can find me on Multiplex, hopefully at Full Metal a little more next year. You can find me on TMG Entertainment, talking about stuff. Just say hi. Hi, like friends.
And Tony, where can people find you online?
All right, let me get a big list out. Major two places, feature presentations, productions on YouTube or the FPTL. Also, Facebook.com/New British Empire. We do shows pretty much daily. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can find me on Take 3 Productions, hosting Rankum. By the time this goes up, the next Rankum will be out the best movies of 2019. So there'll be and yeah, you can find me all over the place. I do a lot of things. I'm not going to spend all time plugging it because I'm not Nico. So you know where you can find me by now. If you don't, then you don't pay attention to me anyway.
You can also find out in the Malcolm Lay when one of the questions is, what's my address and where the buses are.
But yeah, so from all of us here, we will see you next year. And just stay random and don't get too drunk.
Should all acquaintance